So most everyone has some sort of social media account these days, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm sure while scrolling through these accounts, you've seen that perfect body that you wish you had, and I'm sure the first question you probably ask yourself is, how did they get to look like that? I bet they spend hours in the gym. Do they even eat? Well, I'm here to tell you today that you don't have to spend hours in the gym and you don't have to starve yourself to achieve a healthier you. Whether you want to lose that extra 5 pounds that's hanging on, you want to lose 100 pounds, or you just want to be healthier generally, there's a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. I would know. 5 years ago, I was 40 pounds heavier than my pre-pregnancy weight, and it took a lot for me to kind of learn and grow in the learning how to lose weight department. And I didn't spend hours in the gym. I didn't spend bazooka's amount of money to get there either. I did my research and I learned the 3 most important things. And that is, first, you have to start slow and you need to start in moderation. The second is you need to realize that you have to trust the process. It's not going to happen overnight. And the third was you have to start the journey by already loving yourself, and you have to realize that it's a lifestyle. It's not something that you do for a couple of years and then just quit. So I do want to start off by talking about starting slow and eating things in moderation. So if you're starting from a couch potato and you're eating terribly, the first thing I would try to do is realize that when you start working out and you start eating better, you're probably going to be really sore and you're going to be really frustrated with the foods. You don't want to go into the gym and go and try to squat your body weight. That's going to completely kill your muscles, and I can guarantee you that you will be sore for probably 4 or 5 days and you'll never want to go back to the gym again. It'll ruin you. So go in and have realistic goals. If you go in and you haven't ran in 6 months and you think that I'm going to go and run 3 miles, but in reality you can probably only walk/jog 1 mile, that's okay. You just need to start slow and try to work on the 80-20 rule when it comes to diet. So what is the 80-20 rule? That actually comes from the Pareto principle, where he said that 80% of the effects comes from 20% of the causes. But how does that pertain to your diet? Well, that means that 20% of the time you can allow yourself a cookie or a piece of cake, but 80% of the time, don't forget to incorporate your good proteins, your good greens, and your good carbs. 80% of the time you eat unprocessed foods, 20% of the time you eat a Snickers. You have to find some sort of balance, because if you don't, you will fall off the wagon and probably not achieve whatever goal you're looking for. The other thing I wanted to discuss was that it will not happen overnight. I don't know how many times in the beginning months of my working out journey, I looked in the mirror and I looked at the scale thinking, when are these things going to change? And I had to realize, and I had to really push myself to realize that it's not going to change overnight, and it's not going to be something that's going to come easy. I had to stay motivated every day. And I had to realize that I need to look at the big picture. You can't just look at, oh, what I weighed yesterday, I weigh 2 pounds heavier today. It doesn't work like that. You have to realize that this is a process and you will get there. Consistency is key. Give yourself a year. A year sounds like a long time, but it's going to pass anyways, right? So why not give yourself 1 year of trying to do better and trying to eat better, trying to be healthier, and then look back at yourself in a year, and I can guarantee you that you will be very, very proud with how far you've come. So the last thing I kind of want to talk about trying to lose weight and eat healthier is that it's a journey, and you can't start by hating yourself. I do think it's very important that we need to instill in our younger generations that loving yourself is important no matter what you look like. I was kind of disturbed to find that the percentage of high school students trying to lose weight in 2017 was outrageous to me. It was 59.9% of girls and 34% of boys in high school were trying to lose weight. So it's very important that you and the younger generation coming up starts to love themselves before they start this kind of journey, because you will never be happy with where you're at. You'll always look at yourself and down yourself until you finally realize, I don't have to work out, I get to work out. I don't have to eat this salad. I have access to great foods. You have to change your mindset to kind of, get there, and once you change your mindset, it's going to open up a whole new world for you. So whenever you feel like you want to give up, just a reminder that someone once said, working out is never convenient, but neither is illness, diabetes, or obesity. So just remember, if eating healthy and working out is something that you want to start, just remember that it doesn't come easy. It requires motivation, and it's a journey. It's a process. It's never going to be done. It's never going to be finished. This is your life now, but I can promise you that, as bad as that sounds, that it does become your life. It becomes something that you're happy with and that you can maintain, and it becomes something that you can express to the world and even try to help the world become a healthier place.